Cancel culture has become a defining term in the discourse surrounding social accountability and freedom of speech in the digital age. While the concept is relatively new, the underlying dynamics, public shaming and ostracism, have existed for centuries. However, the rapid spread of information via social media and the global interconnectedness of online communities have amplified the phenomenon, making cancel culture a topic of intense debate. This essay explores the origins of cancel culture, its implications for society, and the arguments for and against its role in modern discourse. Origins of cancel culture. The term cancel culture gained widespread attention in the late 2010s, although its roots can be traced back to earlier internet phenomena like call-out culture. Initially, canceling someone referred to withdrawing support for a public figure or company after they were found to have engaged in behavior considered offensive or unethical. The phrase emerged from Black Twitter, a digital community known for its cultural influence and activism, and was originally used in a more humorous, less severe context. The concept of canceling gained traction as social media platforms like Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook allowed individuals to hold powerful figures accountable for their actions. Cases of sexual harassment, racism, and other forms of discrimination were exposed, often leading to public backlash and professional consequences for the accused. Movements like Me Too and Black Lives Matter brought cancel culture into the mainstream, highlighting its potential as a tool for marginalized communities to voice grievances and demand justice. Mechanics of cancel culture. Cancel culture typically unfolds in several stages. It often begins with the exposure of an individual's controversial actions or statements, whether through resurfaced social media posts, leaked information, or first-hand accounts. Once the information becomes public, it spreads rapidly, fueled by outrage and calls for accountability. This can lead to a wide range of consequences, from social ostracism to loss of employment, nay, brand endorsements, or even legal action. Public figures, celebrities, and corporations are frequent targets of cancel culture, but ordinary individuals can also find themselves in the crosshairs. The viral nature of online content means that anyone can be thrust into the spotlight, often with little regard for context or the possibility of rehabilitation. In many cases, the severity of the response may be disproportionate to the offense, raising questions about fairness and due process. The positive side of cancel culture. Supporters of cancel culture argue that it serves as a powerful tool for social justice and accountability. In a world where traditional institutions often fail to hold powerful individuals accountable, cancel culture provides a platform for marginalized voices to be heard. By calling out harmful behavior and demanding consequences, online communities can effect real change. The hashtag #MeToo movement is a prime example of how cancel culture can lead to tangible outcomes. High-profile figures like Harvey Weinstein, Kevin Spacey, and others faced legal consequences and career repercussions after allegations of sexual misconduct came to light. The movement empowered survivors to share their stories and shed light on systemic issues within industries like entertainment, politics, and academia. Cancel culture also encourages individuals to reflect on their behavior and learn from past mistakes. Public scrutiny can prompt people to apologize, seek education, and commit to personal growth. In some cases, those who have been canceled are able to rehabilitate their image by demonstrating genuine remorse and making amends. The negative side of cancel culture. Critics of cancel culture argue that it fosters a toxic environment of fear where people are afraid to express controversial opinions or engage in open dialogue. The lack of due process and the tendency to rush to judgment can lead to unfair consequences, particularly when allegations are unverified or taken out of context. This can stifle free speech and create a chilling effect on public discourse. Another criticism is that cancel culture often lacks nuance and fails to distinguish between different levels of wrongdoing. Minor infractions, offhand comments, or mistakes made in youth can result in disproportionate backlash. The permanence of the internet means that past actions, no matter how long ago they occurred, can resurface and lead to cancellation. Moreover, cancel culture can perpetuate a cycle of outrage without addressing the root causes of problematic behavior. While public shaming may lead to short-term consequences, it does not always result in meaningful change or systemic reform. In some cases, Canceled individuals may double down on their beliefs or gain support from like-minded communities, further polarizing society. The role of social media. Social media platforms play a central role in the rise of cancel culture. The speed at which information spreads and the ease of mobilizing large groups of people make it possible for online communities to exert significant pressure on individuals and institutions. Hashtags, viral posts, and trending topics can amplify calls for accountability, turning isolated incidents into global controversies. However, the algorithms that drive social media engagement often prioritize sensational content, fueling outrage and encouraging performative activism. This can lead to a superficial form of accountability, where the focus is on public shaming rather than meaningful dialogue or reform. The anonymity of the internet also allows individuals to participate in cancel culture without facing personal consequences, which can exacerbate the problem. High-profile cases of cancel culture. Several high-profile cases illustrate the complexities of cancel culture. Comedian Kevin Hart faced backlash in 2018 when old homophobic tweets resurfaced, leading him to step down from hosting the Oscars. While some argued that Hart had grown and evolved since making those comments, others felt that he had not adequately addressed the harm caused. Author J.K. Rowling faced widespread criticism for her comments on transgender issues, leading many fans to distance themselves from the Harry Potter franchise. While Rowling defended her views as an expression of free speech, critics accused her of promoting harmful stereotypes and undermining the rights of transgender individuals. In the corporate world, companies like Nike and Chick-fil-A have faced boycotts and public backlash over their stances on social and political issues. These cases highlight the intersection of cancel culture and consumer activism, where individuals use their purchasing power to hold corporations accountable. Cancel culture and free speech. The debate over cancel culture often centers on the tension between accountability and free speech. Supporters argue that cancel culture is a form of collective action that holds people accountable for harmful behavior. Critics, however, contend that it suppresses free expression and creates an environment where people are afraid to share dissenting opinions. In democratic societies, free speech is a fundamental right, but it is not absolute. Speech that incites violence, spreads misinformation, or promotes hate can have serious consequences. Cancel culture exists in this gray area, where the line between accountability and censorship is often blurred. The challenge lies in balancing the need for accountability with the protection of free speech. Open dialogue, critical thinking, and a willingness to engage with opposing viewpoints are essential for a healthy society. Cancel culture, when applied thoughtfully, can contribute to this process, but when driven by outrage and impulsivity, it can undermine the very values it seeks to uphold. Moving forward, a path to constructive accountability. As cancel culture continues to evolve, it is important to consider how society can foster a more constructive approach to accountability. This includes emphasizing restorative justice, where individuals are given the opportunity to learn from their mistakes and make amends. Encouraging open dialogue and creating spaces for honest conversation can help address the root causes of harmful behavior. Education also plays a crucial role in promoting understanding and empathy. By fostering critical thinking and cultural awareness, society can move beyond performative activism and towards meaningful change. Media literacy is essential in this process, helping individuals navigate the complexities of online discourse and recognize the difference between genuine accountability and mob mentality. Ultimately, cancel culture reflects the broader challenges of navigating social justice in the digital age. It highlights the power of collective action and the importance of holding people accountable for their actions. However, it also underscores the need for fairness, nuance, and compassion in the pursuit of justice. Cancel culture is a multifaceted phenomenon that reflects the complexities of modern society. It has the potential to promote social justice and accountability, but it also carries risks of unfair punishment and suppression of free speech. As society continues to grapple with the implications of cancel culture, it is essential to strike a balance between holding individuals accountable and fostering an environment of open dialogue and understanding. By embracing nuance and empathy, we can create a more constructive approach to accountability that promotes both justice and growth.